Welcome back to Mad Marketing's YouTube channel. Today, we're going to be discussing email marketing. More specifically, we're going to be taking a look at an example of an abandoned cart email flow. What is an abandoned cart email flow? It's a set or a series of automated emails that are sent out to your customers or those potential customers that have added an item to a cart or multiple items to their cart, but haven't checked out, right? And why did they not check out? So there are always millions and millions of reasons. So if you're comfortable with your checkout process and you don't actually have to go and start A/B testing the page itself or the layout of the checkout process in and of itself, then it's safe to assume that life does happen. And this person either went to get their debit card or credit card. Maybe they have a child that they needed to tend to. Maybe they got a phone call. There are a million things that could have happened that made them step away from their cart. Now, being considerate of these many, many things that could be happening, we, decided to wait 1 hour before reminding them that they have items left over in their cart. So really quick, I'm going to show you this series here in Klaviyo, my personal favorite option for email marketing campaigns and email marketing automations, especially for e-commerce. The UI UX is extremely easy, simple. You kind of intuitively know where things are, and a lot of the out of the box stuff that you get with Klaviyo is really, really great. It makes it super easy for you to work with without any technical skills. Anyway, let's continue. So I have it set up here. When someone starts a checkout and when someone has placed an order 0 times since starting this flow. So what I have here is after 1 hour of their cart being abandoned, I send them their first email. Now, the reason you see two kind of overlapping rectangles here is because I always set up my flows with a subject line A/B test for 30 days because I want to know which one will potentially have better open rates, especially if I'm dealing with an abandoned cart flow. The more an email is opened, the higher the chance of getting a purchase. So that means more revenue. So that's going to be something that you're going to want to do as well. Always A/B test your subject lines. Run it for about a month. And then if there's no significant winner, and a significant winner would be determined to have a confidence interval of 95%, then run a new test. Pick whichever subject line had the better percentage of opens and write a new subject line for the second, and then test that for 30 days and try to find that significant difference where one is really outperforming the other. So in this first email, it's been delivered to 379 people. It skipped 636. So the reason for that is it's going to skip people who have actually made a purchase. We don't want to remind them that their cart has been abandoned if they have actually purchased, right? And so this has a 29% open rate, which I'm happy with. I'm satisfied here because my goal for my open rates is actually to be about 25%. So we're 4% over where I want to be. Now my place order rate is 1.3% for a total revenue of $313. And let's see if we can take a look at the actual email in and of itself. So the way it's set up, it's extremely simple. Logo, heading, a little story, complete your purchase link. So if you click this, it'll take you back to your cart. If you click the call to action button here, it's also going to take you back to your cart. What you're not seeing here, though, right now, is something that, yes, the person that's receiving the email will be seeing this, but the actual image of the product appears here on the left hand side. The product title and price of the products that are in their cart will appear here on the right hand side. And so this is kind of a dynamic email where Klaviyo is able to take the information and the product information from your website and implement it into your email based on the email address that it's going to. And so that's what's happening there. So let's go back to the flow. I do not have many emails in this flow. Some people use 4 emails. I'm actually using 3. I'm going to try to move a little bit faster. So 2 hours later, so after that email, another 2 hours later, I will check if they have made a purchase. If they made a purchase, they're going to exit this flow. They're going to exit this series, because if they made a purchase, I don't want them to receive the next email. If they did not make a purchase, then 2 hours later, they will receive another email, right? And so maybe whatever it was that came up took longer than 1 hour for them to get out of it. Or maybe something else came up while they were dealing, or when they just finished dealing with that first thing. So a total of 3 hours later, from the time that they have abandoned their cart, they will receive their second email if they have not purchased. And good to see here on the left side of my screen, this actually has an open rate of 30%, a click rate of 2%, which is low. So what I'm going to be doing in the future for this flow, once I am done testing my open rates, right, my subject lines, I'm going to come in and visit the email again and look at the aesthetic and see if there's anything I can change about the actual aesthetic itself to try and boost that click rate. And I'm going to test the original version with a new aesthetic, a new design in this second. And that's something that Klaviyo makes super easy for you guys, right? And so this even was able to achieve some orders. So these are orders that we've potentially could have lost. So we had around 300 something the first one, 265 in this one. Now a day later, right? Some people that are watching this already out there, I already know you're like, a day later, that's crazy. And it's so crazy that it just might work. So we can see that from the time someone abandons their cart, they will receive their third email 27 hours later. And that's a long time. Some people might forget. Some people may never return, right? But here's the beauty of it. The people who actually wanted your product but truly have forgotten about it, you still have an opportunity to close that sale. And that's what we do here. So this one actually has so you may have noticed there's a discrepancy from the data that's shown on the actual email and then here on the left hand side, but I'm just going to go based off of what's on the left hand side. So this email, again, a 30% open rate. So that's really good. And the click rate is 3%, a little bit higher than the last two, and almost another $300 in sales. Some of you might look at this and say, well, $300 in sales, $250, another $300 in sales. It's not a big deal. However, be aware that the average order value for this site is about $20 to $25 to $50. So that's actually not bad at all for this kind of website. And I just wanted to give you guys that walkthrough. So play with your abandoned cart flow. If you don't have one, I definitely recommend you setting one up. And if you are running an e-commerce shop, you should really be considering using email marketing in your marketing strategy and introducing this abandoned cart flow. Even if you're not going to do anything else, at least have your abandoned cart flow set up so that you don't miss out on customers who actually want to purchase from you, but life happens and they kind of put their phone down or they had to walk away from the computer for X amount of time. So just make sure you have this set up. If you have any questions, drop them in the comments below, or you can visit us at madmarketingpro.com, hit up the contact page, send me an email, and I'll be happy to provide you with any further information that I can. Thank you guys for watching. Like and subscribe to this video, and I'll see you guys next time.